God of War full story. There we are on a timeline, and I want to tell you the story of God of War 3 and 4. If you haven't watched the first half, you can check the top of my description for that. Now, hello everybody, I'm Airbreather and I upload fun gaming videos every Saturday in here. If you haven't subscribed yet, kick that button down, baby. Oh, I hate myself. Now the story begins when Kratos and Titans attack the gods. And the god of the sea attacks Kratos and Gaia, but Kratos shoves his finger down his eye hole and snaps his neck. Killing the god of the sea breaks the balance of the sea and causes the ocean to swallow the land. Well, not all of it. Back to the war, Zeus strikes Kratos and Gaia with the thunder, causing Kratos to fall to the underworld, where he meets Athena the spirit, who tells him that he needs the Pandora's box again, which is now surrounded by a deadly flame called the Flame of Olympus. To extinguish the flame, he must sacrifice the life of a girl who is also called Pandora. Kratos absolutely fucks the shit out of every god in his way to Pandora, including his stepmom, in the most brutal way possible. By killing every god, Kratos causes the world to go even more out of balance, becoming a total chaos. After finding Pandora, Kratos protects her from many deadly situations and they make their way to the flame.
As the fear in the gods rose, mine was replaced by hope.
Hope is for the weak, Pandora.
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
When they reach the flame, Kratos refuses to let Pandora sacrifice herself for him. Zeus shows up and things get fucked up, Pandora dies in a flame and...
Power to kill a god.
After all you have sought, after all you have sacrificed, it ends in another stunning failure!
When Kratos attacks Zeus again, Gaia shows up and attempts to kill both of them. But they fall into Gaia's titty hole near her heart, and Kratos finally shoves the blade of Olympus through Zeus' stomach into Gaia's heart. Zeus' spirit comes out of his body, catches Kratos, and Kratos' life flashes before his eyes. Well, inside his eye hole to be exact, where he learns to finally forgive himself after all those years for the death of his family. Then he sees Pandora again, reminding him of hope. Kratos now is in Avatar state, breaks free from Zeus, forces his spirit back into his body, and beat the absolute fuck out of him. And Zeus finally dies. Athena arrives, saying now mankind is ready to hear her message.
The power you took from the box is mine. From it, you gained the strength that Zeus could never destroy. A strength great enough to overcome fear. Locked deep inside of you, Kratos, is hope.
Since the whole world is ruined, Kratos decides that Athena and her message can go fuck themselves, and finds himself guilty of Pandora's death.
My vengeance ends now.
Kratos, no!
We also see the trail of Kratos' blood to the edge of the platform.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
After Greece, Kratos is in Norse now. Decided to abandon godhood and live as a man. He gets married with a woman called Faye and has a son named Atreus, but he calls him boy more often. His wife eventually dies, and her last wish is to spread her ashes on the highest peak of all the realms. Realms are parts of the world in Norse mythology, like Hel, which is called Helheim. For now, Kratos and his son Atreus are in the Midgard part, which is kind of the main realm. Before the start of their journey towards the mountain, to spread the ashes of course, Balder attacks them. Who is he? Balder is a Norse god, son of Odin and the goddess Freya, who put a spell on Balder that he can't die, and in return he can't feel anything, but he rathers death over being unable to feel. And this makes him wanna whoop his mother's ass so bad. Kratos snaps Balder's neck and throws him off the cliff, and returns to poor Atreus, who doesn't know anything about his father's past. Along the way to the mountain, they meet friendly Freya, who tells Kratos that he must tell Atreus that they're gods, but they move along without doing so. On the top of the mountain, they meet this guy.
I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the Nine Realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive.
Mimir tells him that the highest peak isn't there, but in Jotunheim, the realm of the giants. Hearing the truth was so hard they cut off his head. Not really. Just so that Freya can bring him back and he can travel with them. Mimir then talks to the last giant in Midgard, the World Serpent, in an ancient language, to find a way to the realm of giants. So they do as the big, long, thick snake says. Find a magic chisel and a secret travel rune to Jotunheim from Tyr's temple. But along the way they faced Magni and Modi, Thor's sons. They kill Magni, but Modi causes Atreus to pass out before he runs away. Kratos takes Atreus to Freya, who tells him that they need a guardian's heart, which is in Helheim, and because Hel's frozen, Kratos can only use the handle of his frost axe, if you know what I'm saying. So Kratos returns home and oh yeah, the blaze of chaos. After slicing the demons of Hell, Kratos has to tell his son that he's a god, and Atreus in return...
Can I turn into an animal?
After that, Atreus gets a little cocky and kills Magni against Kratos' wishes. Back to the mountain with the magic chisel and the secret rune, they're ready to go to Jotunheim. But Balder attacks, destroys the gateway, and attempts to take Atreus to Asgard. But Kratos opens the gate to Hell instead, so they fall or fly to Hell. I believe I can As they come back from Helheim, they find another way to Jotunheim, but they need the Unity Stone from Tyr's temple and Mimir's other eye from inside the World Serpent. And there they go, crazy sons of bitches. Balder attacks as they return, but before doing anything else, he sees his mother and attempts to kill her for all the years of his suffering. Kratos stops Balder, and as they fight, Balder punches Atreus, slash some kind of arrowhead he was carrying, and that arrowhead breaks the spell of his immortality. So Kratos and Atreus beat the fuck out of Balder in such a badass fight. Then they decide to let him live, but he shouldn't attack them or try to harm Freya. Then Freya tells Balder if her death is the only thing that he wants, she wants to stop him. And then...
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The cycle ends here. Must be better than this.
Freya in return promises to make Kratos suffer for killing her dear sweet boy. And finally, Jotunheim. Inside the giant's realm, they see prophecies about their journey that just happened.
This is our story.
No. This is your story.
Two other things from the walls. The fact that Atreus' mother was a giant, which makes him part god and part giant, and his name on the walls was Loki. Also, one sneaky peek from the future.
Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Spreading the ashes, they see dead giants all over the place. Seems no one's alive. And finally, they head back home to get some rest. Atreus, though, has a dream that may happen in future.
What was that?
The ball!
Oh my god, it's finally done. That was the entire God of War story before Ragnarok. Damn, it took so long. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. Or maybe I don't deserve shit. You decide. But anyways, thank you for your time. Until next time.